Hi everyone, welcome to our lesson on what vegetables do for us. My name's Chef Farah, and today we're going to chat about one of my favorite topics, which is nutrition. In today's lesson, we'll go over what vitamins are, different vegetables and the vitamins they contain, and how to incorporate more vitamins into our everyday meals. For today's lesson, you don't need too many materials on you, just your thinking cap, a pen, and your favorite notebook. So let's get started. What are vitamins? That's a great question, and why don't we brainstorm some ideas together? In the middle of your notebook, please take a moment to write down the word vitamins. You can even put a big circle around it, just like I've done here. Feel free to pause the video and take a few moments to write down any words or ideas that come to mind. I'll give you one hint. Vitamins provide us energy. How did that go? I'm sure you did great. To add to your list, vitamins are the ingredients that our body needs to work properly. They keep us healthy and feeling good, and we get our vitamins from the foods that we eat. All the vegetables we eat have high amounts of vitamins in them, which is what makes them so delicious, colorful, and healthy. Today we will only go over a few vitamins, but there are so many out there, and I encourage you to make a list of some of your favorite vegetables and fruit and research what vitamins they have in them. Here are some beets and a sweet potato. Now, they look very, very different, but they do have one vitamin in common. Can you guess what that might be? Oranges have this too, and that's vitamin C. Vitamin C is great for our immune health and also helps to fight colds. We have spinach and kale, our dark leafy greens. Dark leafy greens contain vitamin K, and vitamin K is what helps our bone health, and it also helps us to grow. Spinach also contains a lot of B vitamins, and B vitamins are what give us energy and allow us to focus. Next on our list, can you see what these little friends are? These are hemp hearts, and hemp hearts are high in vitamin E. Vitamin E is good for our heart health, so the name hemp hearts is really fitting. We have my friend the carrot, and carrots are great for eye health, and they help us see at night. This is because of the vitamin A that they have in them. Are vitamins awesome? Now that we know all about vitamins and how great they are, here are some ways from the Canada Food Guide that we can incorporate them into our everyday meals. The Canada Food Guide suggests that we should be eating plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables, whole grains, and plant-based protein. They encourage reading the labels on packaging and limiting processed foods in general. Instead of drinking sugary beverages like soda, they instead encourage us to drink water. It's also encouraged to eat in a distraction-free zone. So that means no TV, and instead eating communally and taking the time to chew your food. Is one of my favorites, but getting in the kitchen and helping your caregiver prepare meals. Another suggestion is to really enjoy your food, trying to remember what your grandparents ate and your ancestors ate and the cultural traditions around food. A final tip, and this is more of a Chef Farah tip, but saying one thing you're grateful for before eating each meal. For me right now, I'm really grateful or the mountains in Vancouver. So to recap, we covered how vitamins keep us healthy and growing, and how eating a rainbow of vegetables provides so many combinations of vitamins. Before we let you go, we have one activity for you to try at home. Make a list of all the vegetables you've eaten today. Write down what vitamins they have in them. Think of your favorite superhero and how they would benefit from eating those foods. For example, I really like Batman, and if he were to eat more carrots, he would have better eyesight at nighttime. Thank you so much for listening to our lesson on what vegetables do for us, and we hope you have a wonderful day. And now, why don't we check in with Selma and see how our garden is doing?
Hi, I'm excited to start sharing some developments in our garden with you today. We planted our garden 2 weeks ago, and in that very first week, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff happening at the soil level. You couldn't really see anything come up. But Chef Kaylee told us last week that that is because our seeds are starting to grow roots. So all of our plants, they grow down first, all the ones that we planted. So we didn't see anything just yet. But then, after about a week, we started seeing little tiny pieces of green come up on the level of the surface. So I took a couple of pictures for you. So now we are just over 2 weeks. And I can show you what our lettuce looks like now. Look at that! I'm very excited. So these are great. They've grown little leaves. So we can see all different kinds of leaves there. Those are all of our different kinds of greens. All of our seeds are growing different kinds of leaves now. We have some arugula and some lettuces in there. It's really exciting. Some kale. And then peas. Look how big those are. Okay, so this is just the one pea plant that is doing really well right now all by itself. And then right next to it, there was another pea plant that didn't do so well. I took a little video for you. The seed, or the little seedling that was just right under the surface, it died and it got a little gross looking. So I took now our pea plant is going to need some assistance here. So you can see that it has tendrils, which is these little stringy bits that are coming out. So those tendrils are looking for something to hold on to. So I'm going to give it something to hold on to. I'll show you a picture of what I do to help it out. And then my beans didn't really do much at all. So beans do take a little bit longer most of the time. The soil needs to be a little bit warmer for them to sprout. But then this morning, I saw that there is something happening in the corner there. So we'll keep an eye on that.